Hey everybody, it is Nathan Selove with another episode of Autism Actually Speaking. I hope everybody had a good week. For those of you that are on the east coast of the United States, I hope you stayed safe from the hurricanes because I hear that those are very big and very wet. Today I'm going to talk about a topic that I've addressed a little bit in other videos, but I feel like this is something that warrants its own video. And that is the fact that autism does not have a look. One of the most common responses that I get when I tell people I'm autistic is, "Oh, well, you don't look autistic." This is often followed up by something along the lines of, "I mean, you're so handsome and smart and articulate and you dress so well." First off, autistics can be handsome, articulate, and smart. Just look at Dan Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd. And secondly, you must have seen me on a Tuesday or Thursday because I only dress up when I have to teach a class. The point is that autism doesn't have a look. There might be some superficial features that scream out autism more than others, but there's nothing that is exclusively an autistic look. And on a micro level, telling someone that they don't look autistic can be really annoying because it often means one of two things. Either you're questioning whether or not they fulfill the autistic experience, or you're basically saying, you look enough like one of us to pass. Welcome to the neurotypical club where we recognize your humanity. And if that's a compliment, then what does that imply about people that don't look normal? However, the problem with attaching a specific look to autism goes beyond microaggressions. For those of us who are passing, there are often two problematic viewpoints when it comes to discussing institutional problems within autism advocacy. Either those of us that can pass for neurotypical are held in higher regard and our voices are more valued because neurotypicals have a better ability of relating to us and therefore they listen to us more, or our voices are disregarded because we're not autistic enough. So how can we understand the experience? Both of these schools of thought are unproductive, divisive, and destructive. We should be allowing as many autistic voices as possible within the neurodiversity movement, whether verbal or nonverbal. The final and most destructive problem that comes from pushing the narrative that autism has a look is the idea that those of us that don't look autistic are just faking it. Many people with invisible disabilities are demonized when they try to get accommodations or when they try to speak out because they don't fit the image of what the rest of the world thinks a disabled person should look like. This adds to the problems that we already experience from our own disabilities. I regularly get accused of faking my autism for pity points, for my service dog, for attention, the list goes on. And it's often based off of what I looked like in the video that they saw of me or the 2-second interaction that they had with me on the street. When you accuse someone of faking autism purely based on the fact that they don't look like what society says autism looks like, remember, you don't know them. You don't know their life. You don't know their past. So maybe you should just shut up and do something productive with your life. I would like to say that if you are someone who has ever said any version of the phrase, "you don't look autistic," I don't want you to feel demonized. I don't want you to feel attacked, and I don't even want you to feel guilty. I understand that you were raised in a society that gave you an idea of what normal should look like, and told you that anything that characterizes that or embodies that should be complimented, because they are fulfilling something that is desirable. I understand that. But the next time you meet someone who tells you that they're autistic, and to you they seem normal, take a second and think critically. Who does that way of thinking benefit? What structures does that reinforce? Autism has no size. Autism has no shape. Autism has no gender. Autism has no race, and autism has no look. Well, that's today's video. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this video, give it a like, a share, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Check out some of my other stuff. And in the meantime, if you have any questions or topics you'd like addressed, please leave them in the comments below, or message me on my Facebook, also linked below. And remember, if you've worn shorts in 20-degree weather because jeans are too uncomfortable, you might be autistic.